Aita for telling an elderly coworker, "You can F yourself," after she told me my swimwear was not appropriate for the trip. I, 26F, work for an amazing small engineering company but have always had an issue with a woman named Cheryl. Cheryl is a holdover office manager from when the current owner's dad founded the company, and the company is her queendom. I feel very sorry for her because she's divorced, her kids don't speak with her, and I think the company is the only thing that she is going in her life. She is like a grandma to the current owner, but he has admitted that he can't wait until she retires because she is overbearing with him too. The company had an amazing year, and our owner decided that we were essentially going to shut down for June. He was going to host an optional retreat in Mexico where he would pay for all food, drinks, and accommodations, but we had to pay for our plane ticket. When I found out Cheryl was not planning on going, I could not sign up fast enough. I flew down with a friend/coworker, and the second we got our bags put away, it was bikinis on and straight to the swim-up bar. On the way down the hallway, we ran smack into Cheryl. We tried to be pleasant, but she looked me up and down like I was dressed like a street walker, and she looked so disgusted. My friend and I walked along smirking that we weren't in the queendom and made jokes about finding Cheryl a nice man, so she'd either get laid or kidnapped. By the time we got to the pool, Cheryl had sent out a group text reminding us that we were on a work trip, and we should choose our outfits to reflect the prestige of the company paying for the trip. We could not stop laughing, and we agreed that our best bet was to avoid Cheryl for the week. When we were on our way back to the room, Cheryl intercepted us in the hallway. She seriously must have been staring out her people waiting on us, and she said that when she sent the group text, she meant that I should change out of that immediately, she said while pointing basically at my butt. I said I was sorry, Cheryl, but this isn't a work trip and my bikini was appropriate for the resort. She said, "We are a company founded on Christian principles and we should dress as such." I suck so bad at confrontation, and this was one of those things where 5 minutes after I had a million witty things to say, but all I could come up with was that I will wear a sarong in the hotel, but this is all I brought for the pool and beach. She said, "You get paid well enough. Go buy something more appropriate." The "get paid enough" comment made me see red because that is so none of her business, and I worked my butt off through a male-dominated field and shit jobs and took a huge risk to work for a small company because I wanted a job that cared about me. I told her, "Cheryl, I hate confrontation, but you can go F yourself." That was so out of line. For the first time since I met Cheryl, she was speechless and just turned around, went into her room, and closed the door. My friend thought it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen and said she was so proud of me for sticking up for myself. Initially, I felt good about it too, but ever since yesterday, I am just racked with guilt and I feel like a major jerk. I feel like there were a million other ways I could have handled it, and I should not have let Cheryl see that she upset me. She is a very lonely person, and though I don't like her, I don't need to say such cruel things to her. I feel like a jerk. Aita? Edit. For the people asking, my swimsuit was from a company called Cocoloba. They only make one style, and I guess it's probably best described as cheeky, and not a thong, but they have a tendency to ride up my butt since I have wider hips. Yes, my cheeks were visible, but it was far from dental floss. Edit 2. While people are focused on the swimwear, I do have pics of the swimsuit on me when I was tubing with my family last weekend on my Instagram, but not sure if that's safe to send out a link. This is my first ever post on a sub like this, so I guess can I get some input on that? Also, my friend had one piece, but it's a full-on thong. It's very cute on her, but she didn't get the same look from Nancy because she had a cover up on her bottom when we were in the hotel.